Imagine walking into a room where only a few people are winning, while most others are left struggling to find meaningful connections. In the world of modern dating, this is often the reality created by hookup culture. On the surface, it promises freedom and excitement, but underneath, it paints a picture of imbalance and frustration. Let's explore how hookup culture benefits a select few while leaving many others feeling disconnected and unfulfilled. Hookup culture thrives on imbalance, and it's this imbalance that helps explain why it creates so much frustration for both men and women. There's a small group of highly attractive, charismatic, or socially dominant men who dominate the scene, enjoying a seemingly endless stream of attention and affection. These men have an abundance of options, and because of their desirable traits, they continue to attract women. On the flip side, most men don't experience the same success. Without the traits that make them stand out in the hookup hierarchy, they find themselves largely overlooked, isolated, and dissatisfied. For women, hookup culture may seem to promise freedom of choice, but it often leads to frustration. Casual flings rarely provide the long-term stability many women crave, leaving them emotionally drained and regretting the lack of deeper connections. The dynamics of hookup culture significantly amplify the advantages for certain men while sidelining others. One of the main reasons this happens is hypergamy, the natural tendency for women to be attracted to men with higher status, better looks, or greater social dominance. In a casual dating system, hypergamy is heightened because women are more likely to pursue short-term connections with men who are at the top of the social ladder. Without the expectation of commitment, the playing field becomes a free-for-all, where the most desirable men dominate the field, leaving other men with fewer, if any, opportunities. Additionally, in hookup culture, traits like kindness, loyalty, and responsibility, which many average men excel at, are often devalued in favor of more superficial attributes. Although hookup culture is often framed as empowering for women, the reality is far more complicated. Many women enter casual relationships hoping that a fling will turn into something more serious, only to find that the lack of commitment leads to disappointment. Moreover, in a dating world focused on short-term encounters, women may feel pressured to compete for the attention of high-value men, often lowering their standards and engaging in relationships they might otherwise avoid. This can lead to emotional burnout, as repeated casual encounters leave women feeling drained and unfulfilled rather than empowered. For most men, the reality of hookup culture is far from the paradise it might seem. Men who don't meet the top-tier standards of the dating scene often experience feelings of loneliness and isolation. With the top 10–20% of men dominating the dating pool, the competition is fierce, leaving many average-looking men at a significant disadvantage. For men who seek meaningful, committed relationships, hookup culture's focus on short-term pleasure makes it increasingly difficult to find a partner interested in long-term commitment. The frustrations created by hookup culture extend far beyond individual relationships and have a broader societal impact. One of the most significant consequences is the erosion of trust. Casual relationships often lack the emotional depth necessary for building trust between partners, which creates skepticism about commitment and hinders long-term relationship stability. As traditional courtship and marriage are replaced by casual dating, family formation is delayed, leading to societal instability. Over time, the normalization of hookup culture changes expectations around relationships, making long-term commitment feel outdated or less desirable, which further perpetuates the cycle. So, what can we do to counter these frustrations and restore balance in our relationships? First and foremost, we need to encourage long-term thinking. It's crucial to promote the value of meaningful relationships over fleeting encounters. By doing this, we can create a dating culture where commitment is celebrated rather than avoided. We also need to redefine what success in relationships looks like. Instead of focusing on superficial traits like looks and social status, we should place more value on emotional intelligence, kindness, and dependability, qualities that foster deeper, more lasting connections. Finally, we must create spaces where men and women can connect authentically, free from the pressures and expectations of hookup culture. These environments allow for more genuine relationships to form, leading to healthier, more fulfilling connections. While hookup culture may promise fun and freedom, it ultimately benefits only a small group of individuals, leaving the majority feeling frustrated and disconnected. By reevaluating our priorities and fostering a culture of commitment and mutual respect, we can build a dating landscape that works for everyone, not just the privileged few. The real question is not whether hookup culture has its place, but how can we shift our focus toward relationships that are built on trust, emotional connection, and shared values? Let's start by challenging the status quo and creating a dating culture where everyone has an equal chance to thrive.